And there's no streams to watch either.
Oh my God.
Yes.
I mean, it's one times, right?
Yeah, pitting's not going to matter.
Yeah, so don't really care, do we?
Nope.
If they send me an invite, I should jump in and race.
Just do the broadcast from there.
Yep, just start in the back.
Yeah. God bless.
Oh man, why isn't the stream popping up? Let me go to YouTube and make sure I get the link here. And there we go, there's the link. And how's it going, all my gnarly ones? It is All-Star Night here in the North American eRacing League, and I am super excited for this. It only happens once per year, and we are on our 4th annual All-Star event tonight. This is Gator Mike in the booth. I've got You Already Heard and NR Lewis in here with me, and we are about to have a little bit of showdown action. These are for drivers who are not already locked into the All-Star races. This is their one and only opportunity to race their way in. They've got about 50 laps here, 4 stages. We're going to take each stage winner and the overall race winner and add 4 into the main event later on tonight. So I'll go ahead and toss it over to Joe. Joe, how you feeling for this All-Star night?
Oh, pretty good. I think it'll be pretty fun. I'm not sure who all will be in it, obviously, until after this, but I think it'll be fun. Last season at Bristol was, boring to say the least, but at least season 2 at Charlotte put on a pretty good event at the finish, so looking forward to that.
Absolutely, Lewis. You were part of the All-Star festivities last season for the first time, so how does it feel getting a different look here with these guys before you head into the main event later on tonight?
Like Joe said, this is going to be, I'm just going to say ugly. It's the best word. A lot of beating and banging. Obviously, Bristol causes all that, but a lot of beating and banging because you got to finish first in that stage to move on, so going to be very rough is all I can say.
Absolutely, yeah. We, as Lewis just mentioned, Bristol was the site of our All-Star race last season, and it didn't disappoint. That's for sure. Definitely gave us lots of tempers and lots of action and typical short track stuff that we saw. So for this season and season 4, we have moved it back to Charlotte Motor Speedway, where we have had some great races in the past, including a 5-wide finish in season 2. So I am super stoked for this. We've got about 9 or 10 drivers. I don't even know anymore here for the showdown.
We're winging it at this point.
Yeah, we're winging it. I totally lost count. I think our poor old Kevin lost count, and I think we got like 9 or 10 for the showdown race. 4 will be racing their way in.
Yeah, so I mean, other than ball stick, we have no idea who's making it. So until we hop in this lobby here,
I also don't have any streams to watch, so I can't tell you who's got pole just yet. We'll check that out as soon as we load in. I've already got some invites. I should probably just go ahead and hop down to the driver's seat and commentate from the driver's seat. But since
you'll have all the camera angles, and all we have to ask for lap count is you. So
since I missed it last season by having to back out to invite the commentators, it's only fair, right? Only fair.
Tough scene. Well, you didn't even get the top 3 votes either. No, look at there, top 3 didn't get in, and now here we are.
Top 3 vote getters aren't even racing. So
we did a great job on this one this year. I will say that.
Mm-hmm. Really
Positive
tough
thoughts
scene
here right now.
Yeah, tough scene. But yeah, Charlotte's an interesting track. 1 and 2 is completely different than 3 and 4. Turn 3 is definitely going to be a hot spot. You're going to see some guys dive it off in there and probably push some other drivers up the track. and especially for that All-Star crown, they got a nice little tumbler coming their way, like LD Allen won last season.
Yeah, it's very nice. Very nice. All thanks to our sponsor too, by the way.
Yes.
I'm gonna keep giving Kevin a hard time.
But yeah, I agree with you, Gator. I think turn 3 obviously is going to be the big key if you're going to make a pass. The one thing I'm interested though with how short it is, if you go with a looser setup here, whereas the All Star is going to be a 25% race, this one's only a 13%. So you got limited time to make that ground up. You know, qualifying obviously is important, but what can you do like between stages to get yourself up front? I think that's going to be the key.
Yeah, are these guys going to pit in between the stages, or do they think that track position is going to matter? These stages are pretty short. Oh, I don't know. I haven't tested it, but like 10, 13,
yeah,
15 laps
10,
a stage.
11, 12 laps. Yeah, it's around that. Might see some two-tire stops between stages, try to gain some ground, or people stay out. Be a nice mixed bag.
All right, looks like we can go ahead and join.
I'm just going to send you guys extra invites.
Sure.
But hopefully we won't need it with such a short race, but you never know.
All right. Pole goes to Decent House. So
Nice.
Then on the outside of them is Ronnie. So Decent, I think was a team bias thing. I thought he would be fast, but Ronnie being up there, you know, Ronnie's actually gotten quicker this year. I think maybe dropped from Cup season too soon. He's been pretty fast. Yeah.
Always a quick one at Charlotte. That Ronnie.
Oh, Ronnie. The Coca-Cola 600.
all right, as we are now loaded in here, one lap into this, Decent House is leading the field here. It's going to take me a few minutes to get everybody's car numbers here. We got Ronnie Mack in the 77 running in P2. And looks like TK270 Kelvin sitting right there in third. Remember, the winner of each stage automatically advances their way into the main event. We got Ronnie making a move for the lead underneath Decent House. So the winner of each stage will be asked to back out once the stage ends.
I see 10 cars total, so by that last stage we'll be down to 6, 7 cars. So should be something to watch.
That last stage, with that few cars, I mean, it's going to make it a little bit easier, I would think, to make your way, even if you're starting in the last row there, from 6th place to 1st, be a little bit easier.
It depends on who's left too. I mean, some guys.
Yeah.
I mean, if it were, you know, it just all depends who's in front of you. I think that's going to be the main key if you're in that last stage. You know, do you have guys that are going to help you, or you know, are you in a good lane? So that'll be interesting.
Kevin in the wall.
See. I wish I could see. I had to back out because my game froze.
Oh, nice. You can blame the PS5 for that. You probably should go trade it in for a newer model.
Yeah, I should. Lewis, could you back out and send me an invite?
Yeah.
Because nobody sent me one.
Yeah.
Except Kevin will come.
So Decent House has kind of checked out a little bit after this fight for second place. It's getting really wild. They're 3 wide there in turn number 1. Kevin goes all the way to the bottom, crosses up a few drivers there, and makes his way up to second place.
Just give me like 2 or 3.
Okay. I still have a couple left also. So.
Thank you. I'll send you an extra one.
So we got Tommy D sitting back here. He's one of the fastest guys in the Cup Series. He's kind of just placed himself right here in the back of this line, about 7th place.
Yeah, Tommy's a real trip. If you have him in a party.
Oh, we got one that got really loose there going off into 3. I think that was Ronnie Mack. We got a couple in the wall there. Big Rick One goes around.
No.
That is Penn. Hey, Penn. That went around. And that.
The question is now, do you pit? Like, I mean, or just stay out if you're in front, you know?
Was there a caution?
I believe that was a. Caution.
Okay.
I assumed. Sorry.
Yeah. You never know. Just never.
Yeah, that's true.
Caution.
But it's a good point though. I mean, I think if you're up front, you stay out. Obviously, get the early stage win. But if you're those guys that's going to rely on stage 2, possibly just go ahead and pit here.
Yeah. So early on, Decent House has definitely got the car to beat. This is one of his favorite racetracks. He's the 2-time defending truck winner here, and he's had some really good luck around this mile and a half.
Kevin out first.
Yeah, it looks like Kevin took the either 2-tie route or just didn't pit. So I'm not sure what happened there. It looks like Decent pitted if that's the case.
Yeah, Kevin was running in second place, so maybe he just had a faster stop.
Possibly. It'd be interesting here.
Well, Kevin's had some good cup runs here.
With no stream, I don't know how many laps are left after that caution.
That's okay. We're just going to pretend every lap's the last lap, so we're going to be like that. So
they're absolutely racing like it's the last lap. That's for sure. We've seen 2-3 wide already in turn 1, and it hasn't really worked out just yet.
Decent's in the non-preferred lane, but Kevin washes up after hitting the apron there, gives the open to Tommy and Decent there.
Decent gets a really good run on the outside if he can get his nose there onto Kevin's quarter panel. Maybe use a little bit of that side draft to pull him back. But it doesn't look like he's going to be able to get close enough to do that, so Kevin's going to be able to clear off in turn 2.
Yeah, that outside lane's not going to really be anything dominant right now, especially if on like fresh new tires. I mean, with the bottom, unless you clip the apron, you're not going to be able to beat that guy on the inside here. As I say that, Decent just sends it right on the damn.
Absolutely sent it on the outside lane, and he made it stick.
Wow, he cleared it too. I just did not think on the outside of 3 and 4 there. You went, oh wow, somebody in the wall.
I believe that was poor old
Dizo. Yeah, old Dizo on the 18.
He's had a history here.
Yeah, this is the 2-season anniversary of him hitting the end of the pit lane wall.
Well, at least he hit that wall instead. That was good.
Everyone watching up there.
Oh boy.
Marksman in the wall. He watched up, hit it.
In the wall.
You know what he's saying in the party right now.
Yep, I'm not going to say it either.
I think that was staged right there, so Decent is going to take
stage
stage number 1.
Wow. Awesome.
So Decent will be good to leave the race. He has won stage number 1 and has advanced into the All-Star main event later on this evening.
I'm going to tell him to back out here.
Tommy should be out front.
And Decent has backed out.
Yep.
So he has advanced into the main event later on tonight by winning stage number 1, but we still have 3 more opportunities for the rest of these guys to race their way in. Right now, Tommy is sitting in the prime position here as we go into stage number 2.
Yeah, I don't know, like, if Kevin just didn't have the right setup there, but I just still cannot believe after pit stops that Decent was just able to like send it on the outside there.
Oh, looks like we had some
easily
not
got
pit.
In there.
Looks like Tommy might have pitted, but we had some stay out. Swamp Fox, Ronnie Mack are going to lead the field to green for stage number 2.
It's like they inverted the field, honestly.
Almost. Almost a complete inversion here.
Oh, Kevin, I know, is not going to want to have Swamp in front of him. If he didn't pit there, Tommy's losing it there. Keeps it straight, though. That's good. Just those, if the stage you don't get the win, that's fine. Just don't beat up the car to where if you like have to pit or whatever, it's not costing you as much time.
Set yourself up for the next
we got Penn right here in second place. This carnage is surely about to happen.
Oh, wow. Man. Yep, here we go.
Penn is a rolling roadblock for Swamp Fox right now, and Swamp is loving every bit of it.
Yeah, Penn is just covering every lane right now.
Did you know that Penn's favorite song is Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus?
It's very fitting, I will say that.
Don't think Ronnie's going to sit behind him for long.
Nah, Ronnie's about to give him the boot here. Kevin is going to get behind Ronnie here. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, no, Kevin just said, I'm going to go underneath Ronnie here.
Ronnie and
Got the
Kevin,
whole
I do
parade.
believe, are both former Xfinity Series winners here at
Ooh,
Charlotte.
that almost to be why Mark. A little questionable call there by Marksman, but
Close.
didn't mess up anybody, but still questionable.
Swamp trying to break the draft down the back straightaway, going from the inside lane all the way back to the outside.
And pinned in the wall there a little bit is going to slow him down. So nobody protect the Swamp anymore. Kevin's coming after him.
Here comes Kevin.
Quite a run now. So.
Oh, man, there's
Pin
Pin in the Swamp.
Man,
Well, he was doing defense for the whole time, and once he lost the lead, there's no more defense.
Ronnie's got to get by these guys.
Pin is sitting there
Marksman
singing
underneath
Miley.
Kevin here.
And there goes Pin. I came in like a wrecking ball.
Oh god! Oh my god! Yeah.
Oh, if you're Ronnie, get back up here.
Oh yeah, he's full sending it, especially with them being too wide.
Oh, Marksman hit the
Marksman
apron.
clinches the apron.
Kevin in the wall. Hits Ronnie.
Oh,
What I
oh,
say?
that's tough. Ronnie's about to get the lead.
Didn't think it'd be that quick.
And now Ronnie hits the apron.
Yeah, I think Marksman gave it up for a bit after clicking the apron and everything, and then Ronnie just had that full momentum off the corner there. And here comes Kevin again to try and pass him.
This apron is an absolute magnet right now for these guys.
I think maybe some people went with a looser setup. I honestly think it just looks like their car steering more towards the apron. And what would typically tend for that to happen is if you go with a higher preset.
And with these short stages, tires and fuel don't really matter. They're on one-time wear tonight. Going with a looser preset, I'll probably be a popular choice.
Wasted all about 40 though.
Yep, looks like Wasted's on 9.
That was Wasted's best Dale impression there with the pass in the grass.
Yeah, he got close to where Steve went at one point, but that's good he was able to keep it up there. Yeah. Oh man, Kevin looks like he's trying to set up here. Going to go on the high side. Interesting. Oh, Marksman clipped the apron again. Going to block Kevin. Going to be side by side with Ronnie.
And I've got an insane foot cramp right now, boys.
Tommy is pushing Ronnie right now. God bless. Tommy is giving Ronnie the push right now. Marksman washes up. I wonder if Tommy's trying to set up a run here.
Ronnie got real close to that wall. And my foot is hurting, boys.
You got to put a little CBD on to get the cramp out.
Oh,
anyway, you can Tommy and Kevin like they're working together for a second, but it looks like Kevin's wanting to make a move instead.
The best bet's drafting up to Ronnie there.
I think with these stages so short that I don't think you're going to see too many people working together here.
No.
Yeah, and that's understandable, but I mean, you have no shot if you just go too wide with the guy in front of you leading the race. So I mean, teach their own strategy, but it just makes more sense to at least try and work together and get up there.
So right now we've got Ronnie Mack leading the field. Tommy trying to make a move to the outside here.
Tommy on the outside.
Marksman right here in third, and TK
Tommy
Kevin
on the outside
in fourth.
He can make it stick. He's going to stay above.
If he doesn't allow him to get the high lane, yep, there he goes. He's going to have that push from Kevin.
Top is sometimes better than 3 and 4 if you're side by side.
Oh, if
Ronnie drives it, here comes Kevin! 3 wide for the lead!
Oh, Tommy in the wall a little bit there. Oh, Ronnie into the wall. That has to be the stage. Kevin with the stage win.
So Kevin in the last corner goes from third to first, wins stage number 2. And advances to the main event.
Yeah, that's the move you got to make. I mean, Ronnie had to hold that spot. I mean, that was his only shot there. But man, kudos to Kevin. He took advantage of it. Just stayed back far enough, let Ronnie mess up, and there he is.
So Decent House and Kevin have advanced so far.
Wow. It'll be interesting to see. I don't think anybody's going to stay out this time. I was going to say I'm pretty sure everybody would pit. Looks like Steve actually may have took 2 tires here.
Right now you got Elite sitting 1, 2, 3 with Marksman, Dizo, and Tommy right here.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
3.
I'm not sure how Steve-O got all those spots, but
He's losing.
everybody dropped down.
You start on the top, you're done.
Steve is losing them as quickly as he
I'm
got
not
them.
sure what Swamp's doing here.
Yeah, oh my god, he just killed Ronnie.
Yep, there went Ronnie back.
Wow. Didn't wreck the car, so that's good, but man, this stage is basically over for him.
Ronnie's going to have to rely upon that fourth and final stage to make it in.
Oh, Mark's into the wall a little bit. Steve going to dive down. Yeah, I want to say Steve took 2 tires, but man, he only got up to second. That's kind of a bad pit stop, honestly.
So right now you've got Tommy leading a couple of TJR Fords there with Wasted and Swamp. I got Dieso and Marksman there, a couple of elite Toyotas right there in 4th and 5th. 6th and 7th, Penn and Ronnie have fallen off the back end of this top 5.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Swamp and Wasted do here. I mean,
they're just going to race.
I don't even think Tommy needs to work the draft. Just let them race. I mean, you could tell Swamp clearly thinks he's faster than Wasted and is trying to make a move on him. So, Wasted did voice his opinion that this was his worst track. So, I don't think he's really wanting to win this thing, but he's just there, you know.
Right now, Tommy is stretched out about a 4-car length gap over Wasted, with that fighting a Swamp there for 2nd place. But they should be able to reel him back in if they stick together there. The draft plays a pretty big factor.
Yeah, it's funny that you see the different entries on 3. Like, Wasted entered really low, whereas Tommy kind of used that high lane and just went to the midline of it. But he got such a drive off because he's not hitting by driving the car up into the corner off of 4. So it'll be interesting. It seems like they're not really gaining on him right now either, even with this draft.
Just shows how Tommy's got that 19 dialed in at the moment. Must have borrowed a setup there from his teammate Decent.
Yeah, yeah, must be. Oh, Steve's going to go on the inside here.
Coming below.
Oh, yeah, just got to be careful here. It's just, I know you want to get up there up front, but no need to ruin somebody else's race right now, you know.
This is the perfect opportunity for Swamp to get Steve reacquainted with that pit road wall here off of turn 4.
Oh, looks like Steve reacquainted Swamp to the wall. Oh
Steve
man, he didn't take him out, but he gave him a clip. Like, just go up there.
He was not about to let that happen.
But it's funny, like, you know, we were saying that Steve was just dropping like a rock, and now all of a sudden he's back up to 3rd. So,
yeah, I don't know.
I'm wrong.
He must have some weird gears there in his car because it did not fire off there on that restart.
Well, everybody left him up high, so yeah, I can understand. Nobody wanted to work with him. Understandably so. You don't want to go into the pit wall over there.
Poor old Steve.
Yeah, it looks like Wasted is just not able to really arc the corner. Like, Tommy's just running that midline, running low, like, exit, whereas Wasted kind of is in that midline now, but he's only going low and riding up the track, so, but he's up front, so that's good to set him up for the last stage, but I'm not sure if he's going to be able to catch Tommy here.
Yeah, the gap is pretty much stabilized here between 1st and 2nd. Hasn't really grown, hasn't really gotten any closer. Wasted just sitting there about 3 to 4 car lengths back. Doesn't look like he's got anything for Tommy at this stage of the race. But
and Steve's definitely not going to work with Wasted here. He's just along for the ride.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Don't get next to him if you can.
As we should be here in the latter half of stage number 3. We've ran quite a good number of laps here, so we should be coming down to the last couple laps by my calculations.
Oh no, that
Was it courtesy of Marksman?
It was.
No. It was I think
so.
it was Swamp trying to get below Steve there.
Oh, yeah. Swamp is got. I mean, process Swamp is actually got his car dialed in. It looks like.
Yeah, he's hanging.
But now I think he clipped Steve, and it just kind of ended his whole momentum he had there. Gotta get readjusted here and get back up to him.
Wasted has creeped a little bit closer.
I wonder when the stage.
But that's the stage right there.
I figured as hard as Wasted sent me, might have been it.
Tommy wins stage number 3, advances into the All-Star race.
And he quit already.
Yeah, as I say, he started flying into one. Everybody else is slowing down on my screen. It's interesting. Do you go with the 4 tire stop here, or do you possibly just risk going 2 tires here?
With so few cars, just take 4.
Mm-hmm.
You're not going to have that much traffic to make your way back up through the field with only 6 cars left. Just take 4. That'd be my play.
See a lot of beating and banging here for one spot.
Yeah, I guess then the question is, do you loosen your car up like a little bit more now here, just because this is gonna be it,
Depends on how comfortable you were in the first 3 stages. As we are in the 4th and final stage of our showdown tonight, one more driver will advance their way into the main event later on. Who will it be joining Tommy, Kevin, and Decent House?
Ben wanted to make it 3 wide there, didn't have enough momentum, but he wanted to. Swamp, oh my God, a big run there, but he got messed up by the 8.
Oh, here comes Ronnie making it 3 wide.
I was going to say,
looks like Steve got loose there.
This is on
this has got to be a caution.
Yep. Wow. Okay, well, it looked like Steve got loose because where they were at on the exit, but man, that was tough.
Ronnie did bump Steve up in the swamp there. So.
I know they only ran a lap there, but I'm still probably going to pit.
I wouldn't pit. With 1 times, I'm not pitting. If it was 2 times, maybe.
Tires don't even have a scuff on them, probably.
I'll say this: if I'm the leader right now, which is wasted, I'm not pitting.
Yeah, if you're out back, you got nothing to lose.
Well, the back definitely has to pit after that.
Yeah, loosen her up.
He ain't gonna hurt my boy.
You gonna kill my boy.
All right, see who we got here.
Oh, Ronnie's. Looks like we did have some strategy played here.
Maybe Ronnie just took damage. Maybe he did get it on him. I'm not sure, but he's in first.
Wace is going to cut right down in front of his teammate there, Swamp. Swamp cut him a little bit of slack, I think. But Ronnie, right now, your leader here in the 4th and final stage of the showdown. Oh, we have one to get loose, though, Swamp.
Swamp getting loose there off the exit. Yeah, I think him cutting off Steve was just a reminder that,
he's just going to move Kenny out of the way.
Yeah, I think Penn just kind of made the win for Ronnie there.
Yeah, it's...
Oh, and he put Wace into the wall again.
That Swamp sends him up there. Steve puts him up there. Oh, man. Well, Marksman's in second. I don't know how many laps. I can only imagine there's not too many laps with that caution stuff.
With Penn continuing to clown the field, this puts Ronnie in an absolute pristine position here out front.
I think they're still getting the draft. We'll see for how long.
Well, it depends on how many laps are left. If they have like 2 or 3, then they're in a good spot. But if it's 1 to go, then yeah, they're done.
Ronnie trying to break the draft.
Oh, Steve. Dead.
Swamp sent a friendly reminder to Steve he doesn't like him. But Martin's kind of not gaining, but hanging right there with Ronnie right now.
Not sure how many laps are left. I know cautions usually tick off about 2 to 3 laps.
Yeah, that entry right there is probably gonna end any chance right there. It seems like Marksman's too tight right now on entry. But man, what a run from Ronnie. I mean, yeah, this must be about. I think that was the last lap because Marksman was really pushing there. It seemed.
Still going.
All right.
Ronnie right now cruising out front. Just a few laps left. Maybe even the last one here. We don't know. Don't have a stream to watch. But trying to race his way into the All-Star race. Got a big gap over second place. And after what happened to him in Stage 3 and even the beginning here of Stage 4, he's put himself in a really good spot with a little bit of strategy.
Yep. I mean, I thought he wrecked, honestly, but I forgot he was the one that actually got sit in the grass, and the other two got sit in the wall. So, yeah, my mistake. His car is pretty clean on my end.
That car is looking rather healthy.
Yeah. I think Ronnie's not pushing right now, so any gains that Marksman's making right now, it's not because he's faster than him. I think it's just Ronnie just kind of easing, making sure he doesn't put that apron, making him a mistake to allow him to catch up to him.
Just one more lap here to go in the Showdown race. Going to have about 17, 18 drivers later on in the main event. That's going to comprise all of our Cup Series winners since the last All-Star race, and some former All-Star champions and the drivers who have raced their way in here in the Showdown. So that will be coming up about 15 minutes after the conclusion of the Showdown. Which it is right there. That was it. Ronnie Mack advances his way in. So Decent House, TK270 Kelvin, Tommy D, and Ronnie Mack race their way into the All-Star race from the Showdown. Well, we got a few minutes left before the All-Star race, so I'll let you guys get out of here in just a minute. But any final takeaways from what you saw here and anything you may have learned?
I'll allow Lewis to go first on this one. I got to hear what he has to say.
Well, I'm usually good at calling how the race goes, and like I said, the one word was ugly, and I think that's what we got. But no, it was for the most part good racing for the crew we had together. A lot of doors being banged between teammates. I'm sure it was a fun time for everyone.
I don't know about everyone, but it was a fun time for some.
For the winners.
Joe, any final takeaways?
I think that move by Decent on turn 3 has, if anybody's watching, I'm not sure, but I think that kind of just opens up the options that you have to make a pass on somebody. But yeah, I mean, I think everybody in the All-Star race right now is thankful that nobody allowed Penn to make it. That's my takeaway. I'm thankful for it too. I'm sure Lewis is too. But should be pretty fun. 100 laps, one time. So if you got to set up, you got to set up. If not, then man, that sucks.
All right, well, I'll let you guys go get down trackside. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in for the Showdown race. We will be back in approximately 10 to 15 minutes for the main event, so make sure you check back in with that. For You Already Heard, for NR Lewis, my name's Gator Mike. We will catch you guys shortly.